Okay, start up the stream. Okay, hello everyone. If anyone's actually watching at the moment, we are live with the quarterfinals losers bracket of SOFT3. Right now seeing whatever the heck this is, with Pope Gadget versus AM Dusk here. I'm Potassium F and I'm joined by Rem Fangirl here. Hello.
Hello there. It's gonna be joining back here again.
Yeah, this is an exciting match.
Yeah, this is for sure the most hyped one, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Both players, they've both been pretty good with all their scores so far in the tournament. I would say AMD's been slightly better on like kind of accuracy, more like rice picks. But disconnect.
Yeah, I think this is confirmed disconnect.
Yeah, well, this is the warm-ups, just the warm-ups now.
Yeah, I mean, this is at least not the disconnection during the match itself. I mean,
yeah, that wouldn't be good at all. What's going on with this song?
It's just eating vegetables, alright. This song is quite a bit more inside jokey. Some intuitive jack all over the place.
Well, that was interesting there.
Nice background. Alright. Alright, with the first warm-up done, we should be going to the second warm-up. I believe this is Pope's warm-up?
Yeah, possibly. Whenever AMD gets back into the room, we'll...
Oh, there he goes.
Yep, here we go. Hopefully no more disconnects. Oh, High Priestess. Is this Intelizer's map?
This is possibly Intelizer's. I know this map was used back in 2015 Mania World Cup. This is harsh.
It's not downloaded yet for me, so I can't quite see which version of the map it is.
Yes, this is Intel's, definitely, with the unlimited name.
Yep.
I mean, the first half of this this chart is actually not bad, but the second half is a joke. You can see later on in the second half because it's gonna get hell. Starting up with a few slow gems though in the first.
Ooh, AMD holding on to the 100% for a while there. Yeah, we can see it is really close between the two players, even if it is just at the start of the map here. Pope seeming to do just slightly better on terms of the accuracy side, but does find a miss.
AMD did hit really early at the start, so it might cost him as much accuracy drops on the normal 300s.
Yeah.
He still hit early. Oh yeah, there you go.
That was a rough transition there.
Although Pope did seem to drop as well, but the second half is almost there, so we're gonna see the madness comes from this chart itself. Alright. Both players seem to nail the parts itself, but here we go. Here goes to the second half, which is primarily not.
Oh, that's nasty.
Although, yeah, both players seem to struggle a lot on these jacks. They are not fun at all.
Those are evil jacks. AMD seems to have found his footing quite a bit there towards the end, though.
And there's just some 1-8 burst to actually trip up all these players now.
Oh god. It does look like AMD does come out on top in that particular warm-up there. But that ending was quite a lot harder than the quarterfinals map pool by the looks of it.
Yeah, but it did cost 300 ratio by AMD, so look at post. I mean,
oh yeah, those just completely different there.
Yeah, with the warm-ups done, we should be getting into the roles, and we're gonna see who picks first and who bans first.
I would expect perhaps Pope to go for a SV ban, and maybe AMD go for like something like a LN map.
Yeah, I mean, AMD is particularly a kind of a weaker side on the long notes, so I would imagine if he actually obviously gonna ban long notes against Pope, considering that Pope is really consistent at long notes itself. Alright,
yeah,
Pope.
Yeah, recession ban. That's the expected one. We'll see what AMD decides to ban here. I expect something like on the FM, which is probably one of the. Oh no, it goes for Dolphin Talk.
Yeah, Dolphin Talk is quite primarily one of the hardest long note map in the pool, considering that it consists of many releases, tricky of them.
Yeah, there are quite a lot of tricky releases in Dolphin Talk. Also, it's quite long, so sometimes hard to keep up your combo and just like really easy to get silly misses everywhere. Anyway, we'll see AMD get the first pick. Be interesting to see what he decides to go for here. Obviously not like an LN map, but...
Yeah. I would actually expect him to actually pick like a Serene Call Radiation, or Everything Will Freeze, or... I mean, AMD has got like more possible speed picks, because like considering the two of them I actually mentioned.
Yeah, he does go for Siren Cove.
Alright. This is pretty expected one.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the harder prize picks of the pool. If not, wait, is it the hardest?
Not, I mean, in my opinion, it's probably one of the hardest, but not the hardest one. But I mean, you could say that if you can jump trail, then it should be easy.
Yeah, maybe that's just me. I can't jump trill.
Alright, here we go with the first map out of possible 11. This should be best of 11, so it's the first to 6 to win this round.
Yep. So a lot of potentially a really long match between these two players.
Some step mania long notes to actually trigger some some accuracy drops.
Yeah, AMD not having a very good time here, dropping to 98%.
It will soon change.
Yeah, yep. Only the start of the map, so heaps of time to bring the accuracy back up. Now we're getting into the roles fast jump drills here. Both players holding up pretty well. Small accuracy drops from AMD. The Pope gadget finds the first drop. And its accuracy drops below AMD as well, so...
Yeah, this is
clear advantage.
Oh, Pope drops another one. And then here's got the jump drill and... Oh! Actually AMD hit the drop as well.
Yeah, so it looks like they're about even at the moment. Accuracies are like dead even. And it just looks like Pope would be just one extra drop, I think it was. He's going to give it this really... It's a really small advantage right now for AMD.
Yeah, oh I guess another one, and Pope actually seems to take a higher accuracy though, despite 2 or 3 drops by him, and AMD only dropped like once on the really harsh jump drill.
Yeah, it is really close. Oh, but Pope with another miss.
I think there's not much left of the song left, even then there's only about quite a bit of notes left. And should be AMD should be taking this one.
Yeah, extremely close accuracies. Just the combo advantage coming in for AMD there, giving him the first point on his own pick. Always good.
Yeah, they are considerably closer in accuracy, although Pope is actually with a better ratio, but given that the 3 drops from him is actually costing a lot of score difference.
And it looks like Pope responds with She's Haunting Me. So more technical rice-based pick here.
Something to point out here, because She's Haunting Me is probably very risky thing, given that this is kind of the map which is you probably would be as much as consistent given there are more rice. Like there's quite a bunch of lands and bursts, and it's gonna trip you up a lot of accuracy drops.
Yeah, I think this is kind of a weird pick as well, because there's still like a lot of LNs that I feel you could really just hone in on, get some, you know, potentially just free points for Pope.
Yeah, I could possibly see the reason why Pope picked this. So I mean, let's get to see how it turns out. Pope with the actually preemptive drop though.
Well, that's not going to help much. It is right at the start though, so it shouldn't affect the score too much. Mainly just the drop in accuracy that's hurting right now.
Although, Pope did take a drop.
Yeah, another combo drop from Pope is going to give AMD quite a large advantage.
Yeah, with AMD AMD is not dropping at all. Like he's consistently hitting like almost dead center, but like if you look at Pope, he's like inching very wide in hit window. So you could see the difference in there, and Pope did drop again.
Oh, that's not good at all for Pope. Looks like AMD... Well, AMD has just such a huge... just a huge lead over Pope at the moment. It will take quite a lot for Pope to come back, you would have to think. Like maybe several drops and an accuracy drop as well.
Yeah, I think we're at
last quarter of the map here.
Yeah, basically like at the start of the map, it's getting pretty dense and it doesn't stop until the 2 minutes of that. So even with the Pope drops, there's like no way if AMD gonna drop here too. You're gonna need like 3 drops from AMD to actually take it back.
Oh, but instead we're seeing multiple drops from Pope.
Yeah, that's not gonna bode well for him. And AMD takes the FC and a second point, a break point as well.
Yeah, interesting to see AMD actually with the much better ratio than Pope on that.
Although oddly enough, 6 200s and 6 100s for AMD.
Yeah. Or straight into Glucagon for AMD as well. So going to another, or not another, but a Jack pick here.
This is pretty interesting pick by AMD himself, given that Glucagon is like another Jack base pick, which is both players can actually keep consistent on. But I'm not so sure if AMDs have the advantage of accuracy, given that it's quite not as consistent in Jacks. But we'll see though.
Or maybe hoping for a couple drops from Pope Gadget's side. Because aside from She's Haunting Me just then, we have seen Pope Gadget have a much better ratio overall. So you would expect that to carry over here as well. So getting into the start of the map here, we do see AMD does have the accuracy advantage, holding a really strong 99.9. Meanwhile, Pope kind of struggling a little bit, holding a decent 99.7, but he'll need to bring that up. He'll need to bring that up slightly if he wants to take back the lead. Ooh, and Pope finding the first drop off the map. Aimed us here now with both the combo and the accuracy advantage. It's going to start. Ooh, and another miss. Just from the single note jack there. Pope's just finding like a lot of continuous misses on the just in random spots, it seems, whereas AMD's doesn't seem like he's having any trouble, still holding up his just about the same accuracy he did at the start. There still is about half the map remaining, but there's a really large lead for AMD right now. So it'll definitely be extremely difficult for Pope to come back. About 30,000 points of difference. We'll see, because Pope needs AMD to miss quite a lot here in this last section. Otherwise, I think it's just pretty clearly in AMD's favor. And it doesn't look like he's going to miss anytime soon, so it does look like it will be AMD's third point of the match. And I think that was a double S.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it was.
11-to-1 ratio by AMD. That's impressive.
That is really good. Such a strong performance by AMD on that map. Now we'll have to see what Pope Gadget wants to pick next to try and come back into this, because 3-0 down now isn't looking too good for him.
I would imagine if like something about Morais picks, but I think Pope is pretty well balanced given that, oh, this goes for Ebony and Iburi.
Okay, so this is a long no map, right? Yeah, it is.
This is not quite sure about how you would call it a long note map.
It's sort of, it's like a stream,
it's a
like a long note stream map.
Oh yeah, I mean this is quite balanced between the jacks and the long note.
Yeah, I would personally call it a 1-4 trill map. Goddamn 1-4 trills, ruining my scores. Well, either way, we'll have to see if this level of long note is enough for Pope Gadget to gain an advantage. It's interesting that he would go for this one rather than on the FM or Rocket first, though. On the FM in particular would be quite hard for players that aren't very comfortable with LN.
I mean, let's just see. I mean, how Pope actually gonna like to force AMD to actually drop this one. So, yeah, I mean, with the early lead by Pope there.
God, I hate those drills.
Yeah, with AMD slightly dropping though with on the long note section, but he's quite early in hitting them. That's not good for AMD himself. Although Pope seems to drop a lot well. Oh, with the AMD drop.
Yeah, AMD finds multiple drops there, so not entirely comfortable with LN patterning. Dropping a lot of accuracy as well.
Oh, wow. That's harsh drop. Dropping like 2% accuracy on that long notes.
Yeah, it's looking like a really good pick for Pope here.
Very good for the two-headed trills. Alright, so like both players seem to nail them as well.
Oh god, these trills are even worse than the 1-4 ones, I forgot about them.
Yeah, there's like no way for AMD to actually take it back. Although Pope seems to drop, but that's not gonna be major.
Yeah, like 80,000 points difference. This isn't... Lead's not going anywhere.
Although Pope, we're gonna take the 90%, 99% of this.
Oh no! I think that was just... Yeah, just not quite. 98.99.
Rip the dream. Yeah, although with that, Pope actually takes his own pick. It's now 1-3. It's gonna be AMD's pick now.
Yep, Pope on the board.
Oh, AMD's gonna pick for Scat. This is quite interesting, given how he performs well on Glucagon and what is that called? She's Haunting Me, but this is quite a very interesting consistency side. So Pope's not gonna happy with that.
Picking the long songs.
Oh, actually, this is quite rough for Pope. Nice background though.
Yeah, classic song.
I can't imagine how like anyone could sing the intro of that because I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, this song is quite catchy, but it's tough as heck.
Yeah, plenty of really technical patterns. Well, so far, both players doing well. AMD faring slightly better on the accuracy side.
Oh, but the Pope drops though.
With that, his accuracy drops quite a bit as well. So AMD will start to bring up a bit of a lead for himself.
Oh, but the Pope another drop as well.
Yeah, not having the best of time with the chord jacks here.
Yeah, that's quite atrocious, given that this is pretty long and there's almost half of the map left. I mean, generally, AMD has a pretty good lead, but given that Pope already dropped twice, it's gonna take another 3 drops by Pope though. So it's gonna be AMD's has to be taking a drop too to actually put the game back.
Yeah, AMD's gonna need to drop quite a lot. Or some significant accuracy drops as well. I'm the scat man.
Now we're almost entering almost a quarter of the map and looking like pretty good for AMD so far, like 24,000 point difference. But he's quite pretty early as well, so it's gonna cost him a lot of more 300s.
Yeah, but it's gonna take quite a bit more than that if Hope wants to retake the lead.
Oh, with the Pope another drop as well. This is like gonna seal if actually AMD did drop like a major drop though, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's enough time in the map to come back at this point. So it looks like AMD will pick up. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
We'll pick up his 4th point in the match.
Yeah, 29,000 point difference. This is really harsh, given that Pope got to double the amount of 200s, and actually, yeah, this is quite close with the ratio. I mean, AMD's got to 100, 300 lower, so.
And, oh, okay, Pope asking what the shortest map is.
Okay.
Interesting. Shortest map. Oh, that I think all the maps left are pretty short.
It's honestly, I would think this 2 minutes is actually the shortest. Like you would say, she's
so
on.
we have like on the FM. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh. So we're going to see.
All right. More long note picks to actually counter AMDs. Yeah, I mean, the chances are Pope has to win like all of the long note picks to actually come back. So it's probably gonna take like Dolphin Talk and on the FM and
Dolphin Talk is banned.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So Rocket.
Rocket.
Yeah. So, I mean, he needs to win all of his pick, but he also needs to win hang on, how many? He needs to win at least one of AMD's picks as well.
Yeah, I would imagine AMD picks like everything will freeze on the next one, and Probe's like gonna pick something like Rocket to counter.
Yeah.
All right.
There's still plenty of rice picks left, so Pope will need to win on some rice picks at some point.
Yeah, here we go with the 6th map of this round. Let's see how AMD gonna work with that. Although AMD picked
the inverse patterning, they're not looking very good for AMD at all. Dropping down.
Drop.
Pope drops, but AMD still continuously dropping. Quite low accuracy as well. Almost dropping below the 95 earlier.
Both players drop at the same time, but AMD did take a major drop along this. This is not going to bode well for AMD. Although he seems to quite recover, so it's going to change, but...
Yeah, AMD just struggling to hold combo at all.
AMD releases the long notes quite early, so I mean he's quite actually releasing it late at this point. Yeah, with the Pope holding his combo up to the 400, so it would be actually a pretty much easier side for Pope. Although AMD take another drop as well.
Yeah, it looks like Pope will pick up this point as well.
Yeah, Pope actually comfortably taking this pick as well. It's going to be 2-4 for him. A 77,000 point difference. That's massive.
Yeah, clean win for Pope there. Making this 4-2. Pope will still have to win on one of AMD's picks, preferably the one right now.
Yeah, it's probably going to be something like everything will free. I mean, I wouldn't call it, but there's not quite much choice left, I think. Given that long notes are not in his forte.
Well, we'll see what AMD wants to go for here. Still quite a few rice maps left.
I forgot to mention Final Tower as well.
Yeah, Final Tower and Freezing Maelstrom still available.
Oh, there we go. Everything will freeze.
And yeah, we do see Everything Will Freeze.
Possibly.
I think that is the longest map that's left as well. Coincidentally. So 240 BPM jump streams.
Nice poke. Nice.
Yeah, picking all the long songs, SMH.
Yeah. Is this poll actually quite a bit of bias to AMD or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go with the 7th map of this poll. We're gonna see how actually it turned out for both of these players. Although both? Oh, okay. So that client lag.
Wow, AMD, or both players with some really good accuracy so far. AMD still holding on to the 99.9.
Oh, Pope did check a drop.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt quite a lot here. Huge accuracy drop from him as well, down to 99.2.
But AMD is like getting everything here now. I mean, look at that accuracy. That's rough. Yeah, AMD's hit concentration is really centered. That's gonna bode well. And if you look at both side though, it's quite shaky in hit concentration. So that's quite not quite par as I would actually conclude.
Yeah, it seems like AMD with much better ratio for this map in particular.
Here we go for the second chorus of this. AMD did not seem to actually take a drop, though. He's hitting really consistently so far. Here we go with the solo, and looks like Hope is actually taking the accuracy back, but drop from him is not quite good for Pope.
Yeah, it was just the one drop from him, and he has been building up his accuracy back up to 99.5 now, but still AMD with the 99.76 and the combo advantage.
Yeah, the lead is cut down though by 14,000 points. This is actually a matter whether your accuracy starts to tank here. Final stretch of jump stream here. Yeah, but there's no way AMD is gonna take it back. So AMD is taking the 5th point. Gonna be a match point. Very good ratio.
Oh.
Almost 9-1. So that's ridiculously good, given that this OD is high as well.
Yeah, exceptionally strong accuracy from AMD there. And with that, he'll be match point in the lead 5-2.
Pope's
So
gonna
Purple
pick his
need,
live here now.
Purple need to win the next 4 songs.
Yeah, Pope's gonna pick something like more long notes, and quite possibly the SDE one. I mean, given that AMD is quite trying to take the final tower as his final pick, but I'm not too sure. If Pope wins,
that would be good. The final tower.
Alright,
Okay,
so it's gonna be final tower.
Okay, Pope picks the final tower instead.
Okay. I'm not sure why, but I mean, this is a very not quite a instant pick for a Pope there, given that there's one more long note pick. That could be actually potentially won by Pope there.
Yeah, Rocket would 100% be in Pope's favor, given how we've seen the other LN picks go. Anyway, we'll get into potentially the last map of the match.
Yeah, this is one of the 8th maps of the pool. I mean, Pope still has a chance to win this, to actually take another life for this round. Yeah, 100% across 2 players now. But yeah, Pope takes the number 300 drop. Yeah, Pope with a slight lead.
Yeah, both players doing really well on the first few rolls there.
Pope's getting quite a little bit late in hitting those notes, so it might turn out to AMD's favor, but yeah, AMD's hitting quite early.
Well, this map is not quite over until the very end because it does ramp up in difficulty towards the end, so there can always be a chance of like a silly drop.
Gold drop, a lot of hundreds there.
Oh yeah, quite a sizable accuracy lead for AMD so far.
Yeah, this is quite rough for Pope. He needs to actually keep up his composure to actually win this, but I don't see anything like AMD drops.
Yeah, AMD's just been so consistent so far this match. Pope will need him to potentially drop here in one way or another.
A 200 from AMD, but not gonna be enough. Another accuracy drop from Pope there. This is not gonna bode well. Oh, AMD took the drop.
There is a drop from AMD. I think
there's still a chance.
I think Pope's taking it.
The scores are flickering.
Oh yes, this is really close. I think this could end up as Pope's point. He just
scores still flickering though.
Keep up his combo.
He got it. 5,200 points. This is so close.
Oh wow!
Pope still has to battle one more time now. Really good comeback.
Yeah, now Pope has a chance as well because he just needs to win this pick from AMD now, and he can respond with Rocket, which is I think that's pretty.
This is actually quite an interesting situation, given that there's one more Rice pick, and there's like only one SV and one LN. So, I mean, AMD is picking crazy Maelstrom there.
Yeah. Well, after this, I think it's like Rocket isn't quite an easy pick for Pope after this. So I would say that if Pope manages to win this point, then we're going to tiebreaker.
Potentially, given that there's like 2 more maps in the pool, and which is the Anti-Crystal and Rocket. I don't know if AMD is gonna practice Anti-Crystal though. Same as Pope as well.
Yeah, but they don't even have to pick Anti-Crystal at all.
Here we go with quite possibly another potential match for AMD,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Second match point here. It is going to be Freezing Maelstrom, which is... We'll see some accuracy battles here.
Oh, Pope with a preemptive drop.
That looked like it was just a keyboard drop or something.
Pretty much.
That is going to set him at a decent-sized disadvantage here. I think if AMD keeps his accuracy up, Pope will need AMD to drop in order to win.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting section, which is quite a high GPM jump stream. So there we go for the AMD's hit concentration is deadly centered.
Oh my god.
Oh, but the Pope drops though.
Oh, another drop from Pope, yeah. And AMD is just not giving any leeway. There's no regular 300s coming through. This is just all rainbow.
Oh yeah, but I mean, just look at that hit window. Oh my god. Yeah, Pope did drop a lot there. There's no way.
Yeah, huge drop from Pope there. Meanwhile, AMD still holding 99.4. God.
Oh, this is... Is this gonna be 99.95-ish, the dream?
And already we have a 40,000 point lead.
Yeah, this section is quite possibly a continuation of the jump stream, so there's not much you can do. If only AMD drops, like there's no way Pope can recover.
Yeah, AMD doesn't just need a drop, he needs to tank accuracy really hard as well.
Yeah, but Pope did drop. There's no way. Yeah, here we go with another section of the jump stream. But
I mean, I just don't really see AMD dropping accuracy that hard at this point. He's been so ridiculously consistent with his hit window.
Is this gonna be a 99.95? Man, this looks so... Oh, with that being said, 997k on that.
Jeez.
What is that
1-200.
What is that ratio?
What? Oh my god.
My god. 23 to 1. That's insane.
An absolutely ridiculous ratio.
Yeah, and with that, AMD takes this match 6-3, and with that, AMD still has to live for the semifinals, I think, or they actually have to win one more match. Okay, so AMD is gonna facing Mitra's next match, so he's still in this quarterfinals. So,
yep.
But an unfortunate situation, Pope is now eliminated. So.
Yeah, so AMD will have to play later today, I think, or depending where you live, tomorrow for me, against Mitros, was it? Yeah. So another interesting match coming up there. But for now, I believe we don't have any other matches anytime soon.
Yeah, probably the another matches will start like in the next 2 hours and 10 minutes, I think. But I think it's not gonna be with our commentating. So I mean, it's gonna be someone else, probably the Toaster or Daiki.
Yep, so that will be Minisora versus Arctev at 15 UTC, so in about 2 hours. So until then, we'll see you guys later.